here at the end, the single whip, flying oblique high is going to start. So this is the first new technique. So what you'll do is twist your body towards your left arm circles back and down, your right arm circles back and up, they close in, and then you pivot 90 degrees to your right with your upper body as you slide up your right foot. So both arms circle and close in, and then I change direction with my torso. I'm going to strike. Also notice that I am foot trapping, so I'm putting the ball of my foot on his instep or on his toes, depending on the angle and the distance. This makes it more difficult for him to do anything that he wants to me. It's going to be more difficult for him to pivot, to step, to counter what I'm doing. So you don't have to. You can just as well put your foot right in front of his foot, slightly behind, or if need be, you can actually step all the way across as well in some circumstances. But I like to do foot traps because they are very effective. And if you can pull it off, it's most people aren't used to foot up and in, and that is the sweeping part that we do here. So notice that I continue to push over to the side as I do my sweep here. So that is important. Now, going to do the technique. So he's going to punch, does a reverse punch first. So I'll do a double parry, left, right, over to the side. And because of the way he punches, because he's standing a little bit wider with his stance than most people do, you can't see it because of the camera angle, but I could tell. So because of the way he stands, I'm doing this version here. I'm going to. A word of caution: if you're not used to these kinds of impacts, be very careful, because your joints, tendons, and muscles will not be used to this impact, and you might end up injuring yourself if you do it way too hard too soon. So be careful at first, build up the impact slowly. Don't hit full force right away, but build it up slowly. That's the first thing. Pay particular attention to the palm strikes that we have, because I don't know if you'll be able to see this well on the camera, but you can see that, and I'll see if I can show it here, but I have a very nice scar here on the inside of my wrist, and that is because I broke the scaphoid bone, which is a small bone, kind of stuck between hand and wrist when I did a palm strike too hard at the wrong angle, and it basically almost fractured. Then I needed surgery for that. So what you want to have is, if you do a palm strike, the angle between palm and forearm